I'm about to Team Rocket all up in your Jigglypuff. I'm about to Simon all up in your Garfunkel. These are things that I have actually said during sex. Welcome to DopplerVidya. We're playing Final Fantasy II, although it's really Final Fantasy IV. Did you guys hear about the feminists announcing a Wikipedia edit-a-thon? Yeah, they let's see, I got the article pulled up here. Yeah, they make articles about female artists, feminist art movements, and feminist scholarships. It's unclear whether they're painting, these feminist artists are painting with menstrual blood. You know, maybe put in a little bit of blue dye or something. But anyway, apparently the last two have been a success. In 2014, 600 volunteers created 101 new Wikipedia entries. That's like... how many feminists does it take to write a Wikipedia article? I guess 6. Approximately 6 people. Approximately 6 feminists to write one artist. My god. I guess like Mary Sue and Salon, I don't see how they don't go bankrupt if they need that many feminists to write one article. That I don't know. Yeah, I started playing this Rydia. I'm gonna Macintosh all up in your Sarkeesian. That's another one I should probably say at some point. Sarkeesian's a cunt, so I mean, anyway, Rydia was really weak, as you know, it's a little girl, obviously. 30 HP. I went up into this cave. I didn't see any of the zombies. She didn't have any magic. But you need white magic to defeat the zombies, really. I mean, I'm sure you knew that. The cure and whatnot. When I say the cure, I mean the spell, not the band. But yeah, she's already dead. A lot of the enemies in this cave were just kind of a nuisance, and not so much difficult, just a nuisance. But after this, I decided to go out into the desert. If she gained 2 levels right there, I figured it wouldn't take her long to get up a few levels, so I went to the desert. Skipped that part because it was just grinding. You guys didn't need to see that. Alright, and I'm back at the cave. Decided to go up here. I'm glad I did, because, I mean, it's nothing really up there. Didn't encounter the zombies this time. I think I got her up to level 6. And she learned a few spells, which is a little bit different. I'm used to buying spells in Final Fantasy, not learning them when you level up. I'm actually not sure how I feel about that. I'm sure there are some spells you can buy, but I'm not sure. I never saw the name Tella anywhere. I don't know how he knew his name. His magic is not strong enough to defeat it. That's not surprising. I mean, he's a fucking wizard and he has to wear glasses. I think those are glasses. Yeah, those are glasses. Says he's a sage, but he knows a lot of magic. You get those, like, toothy vagina monsters and the fish. I think I've seen those fish in other games. Decided to just test out and see what some of these did. my dumb ass, I didn't even think about it, but you can cast the lightning on all of those at the same time. I figured that out a little later, so don't worry. I cut out a lot of the battles because there were a lot of them. I intended to play for 30 minutes and not even do any editing, and then record for the 30 minutes, and then narrate. That didn't go so well. This cave is a nuisance. There's one battle formation in particular that is a nuisance, or battle set, or whatever. And it's like 4, I think they're water hags or something, and 2 mini mages, which look like little gnomes or midgets or something. No, they're not fat enough to be midgets. And of course, I have to find every treasure chest in every dungeon. Which really, I don't... I kind of wish I hadn't here. I probably should stop doing that on the earlier dungeons, because there's not usually anything good in there. But yes, all of these enemies are weak to lightning. While I was in the town, I bought like 30 cure potions. Trust me, you don't want to see all of these battles. They're the same battles over and over again. There were a few that were unique, so I left them in there. And a couple of them pretty much wiped me out. As I recall, the ether was pretty expensive in this game. I don't like. Too bad they don't have cars. We could just buy some starter fluid and filter it out. You didn't learn that here. Yeah, you did. Well, you might have. If you're watching this channel, you're probably the type that already knew that. I've never actually tried it. I think it would be kind of fun, but at the same time, I don't know what process is involved in it. I just know there's ether in it. And ether sounds like it might be kind of fun. Ether, is that like, do people just get high off of it, or do they do other things with it too? Like, is it something that like that Lena Dunham would use, or something? And by that I mean put on a rag and knock somebody out. Is it? I mean, do people use it to knock people out with? Oh. I might be thinking of something else. Oh, chloroform. Yeah, chloroform. Good for preserving frogs and getting your frog wet. Is it here that I figured it out? I don't know why I didn't cut out this battle. Because I'm lazy. I didn't actually watch it all the way through. I was there when it was being recorded. I know how it looks. Just to be clear, when I said getting your frog wet, that I was using a euphemism for penis. Just wanted to make sure you knew that. By extension, it was also a rape joke. I mean, unless the woman's into being knocked out, in which case, go for it. Don't go for the rape, though. That can get you in prison. Although, really, if someone is a rapist, should you tell them not to rape? Because the feminists are always saying, teach men not to rape. Shouldn't you encourage them to rape more so these people will be locked up and labeled? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. There was one guy wanting to actually legalize rape. I think it was the guy who owns the Return of Kings website, which I've never read a lot on there. Some of what they say is too extreme from what I recall. Well, legalizing rape, that's too extreme. They just need to, like, narrow the definition of rape just a little bit and go on a case-by-case basis using common sense. But like he was saying, legalize rape on private property, so that way if a girl gets drunk and has sex, like on private property, it's not rape. Which it's really not. I mean, if getting drunk takes away your ability to consent, I demand that my DWIs be taken away. Although I don't have special privileges, just on the basis that I have a penis. People talk about male privilege. Bullshit. There's no special male privilege. You get to stand up when you piss. Nobody's stopping women from doing that, though. I actually had this idea for the female urinal once. I can't quite figure out how it would work. Maybe just like a pipe with a funnel on the end of it. And maybe make the pipe adjustable so it can adjust to height. Maybe put like a little like stick on the end of it that comes forward and wipes. Although I can see that, like, being abused and causing some awkward moments in the bathroom. Like, maybe some woman get the bright idea to put a toothbrush on the end of it instead. I cannot tell if those cave toads are blind. But yeah, Return of Kings, I never read a lot of it. I did like the sister site, Reaxion. I liked that one pretty well. But I seem to recall reading some things on Return of Kings that were just like a little bit... They took it a little bit too far. I mean, to the point where you almost wondered if it's if it was like a parody or something, like satire, to take away from the credibility of the men's rights movement. Or can't we have a people's rights movement? Stop focusing on the fucking genders and whatnot. Why don't we focus on, you know, keeping the government in check. Keeping the police in check. Stop accusing the police of racism. I don't think that's always the case. I'm sure it is in some cases. Like, I think I got my shroom charge because I had long hair. So would that make them hairist? This particular cop that arrested me had a hair up his ass, so you'd think he would be okay with hair. How do you get a hair up your ass? Do you like? Is that what happens like when you're at the movies and you find hair in your popcorn? I've had it happen before. It feels so weird coming out, and then sometimes you get that little clump of shit that just hangs there. I call them danglers. But I've gotten danglers before without hair. I mean, I hate it because, like, you wipe a little bit and it just smears all over, and then you gotta keep going. I've gone through a whole roll of toilet paper in one sitting before, people. Maybe I need more fiber. Maybe not. There is no telling. Oh, they're doing shit on the screen. I've just been talking. Hmm. I really am enjoying this game. I still think I might like Final Fantasy V better, but I'm not very far into this one at all. Like, there are a couple of things that really bug me about it, like not being able to see the stats, so maybe I'm not seeing the option. You can't run from a battle. Or maybe I just don't have the L and R keys assigned. I need to check. I miss having my Super Nintendo. I had it, like, I got it. I didn't have one as a kid, so I really don't know why the Super Nintendo holds so much nostalgia for me. Maybe playing Super Nintendo games on the computer. I picked one up when I was like 18 at a flea market for $30, and it came with some football shit, some wrestling shit, and Super Mario World. And I managed to find a copy of Street Fighter 2 and Killer Instinct. Was there a Street Fighter 1? I seem to recall seeing Street Fighter for NES and playing it, but it wasn't like a fighting game. As far as fighting games go, though, Super Smash Bros. I think that's the best one, because there's not really a lot of combos to learn. You can move around, and it's just... Oh, I hate that fucking Toad spell. Luckily, I had a cure for it. I'm just glad I didn't need some kind of special, like Maiden's Kiss, I think is what you needed in Final Fantasy V. It's fucking annoying. I didn't mind the Toad spell when I was using it. Like I said, in Final Fantasy V, there was this place where you could find baby dragons and get like 1,200 experience points for every battle. You just had to use the Toad spell, so it would render them pretty much harmless. The Ice Rod actually comes in pretty handy right here. Seems to be more effective when you're just using attack. And I'm trying to save as much MP as I can. Yeah, I was like, how do I get to that? Luckily, if you'll notice up here, well, you'll see it because oh, this is the fucking Water Hag, I think. Yeah, Water Hag, Tiny Mage. I thought it was Mini Mage, but it's Tiny Mage. Like, if the Tiny Mages are this bad, I hate to think what the regular mages are gonna be like. Maybe I'll find more effective means of killing them. But I didn't quite catch on at first that they were doing so much damage, or maybe they're not really attacking. Yeah, they're attacking. I usually just start in the front and fight my way back, but eventually I realized I needed to kill those little faggots. At least the water hags are easy to take out. But you gotta focus. Yeah, that is the point, I think, in which I figured out. I mean, it was right here especially. I was really wishing that I knew how to run from a battle. As a general rule, I don't run from battles. Okay, that's not a general rule. I run from battles sometimes. Sue me. But it's mainly just like the ones where I don't get much experience. But these right here, I mean, I've got a boss to fight. From my understanding, it's an octopus. And, like, I don't need these guys whittling away at my HP and my MP. I think I ended up using an ether. And wishing I wouldn't have. But I had to fight these guys like 3 fucking times. I mean, maybe fighting them once wouldn't be so bad. But another problem with it is, you'll see in a minute, that fucking treasure chest. Well, you already saw the treasure chest, but I know how to get to it. I'll show you. If you look really closely, part of the blackness above, like the walls, is darker. There's a little tunnel there. I'm kind of wondering if you can get like the thing from Final Fantasy V, where you can, yeah, see there. I guess it's just more obvious in this one. I know in 5, like, I think the thief could see that shit using one of the attributes that you get. But I had to go up there. I had to get that fucking treasure chest. I had to see where the pathway to the left led to. I wish I would have sped up this battle. But the pathway to the left just leads up there. Yeah, this. Once you know how to do it, it's a pretty easy battle. Boom. They're well, are they dead? Because I mean, they were zombies, so weren't they already technically dead? Well, zombies are considered undead, I guess. Why is everybody so crazy over zombies these days? I never got it. I mean, I like The Walking Dead, but Game of Thrones is better. I just sped this shit up. Yeah, I was hoping to find something with those things moving too. I don't think I tried fire. Probably should have tried fire. I don't know why I'm kicking myself now that I'm seeing this. I thought Psych was like Drain, where you could just still HP, but I think it's actually MP. I don't know though, they're using fire, so they may be immune to it. Gained a level. But yeah, I had to see, I had to know for sure. And for every step you take, I'll be watching you. This, I don't know who sings that song, I've just heard it. Oh, wasn't it? No, it wasn't AC/DC. I don't know. I probably just should have cut these, but well, no. I guess it's these battles are relevant, so you can see what a number they did on me. Like, you know, if you only had to fight them once, okay. But you had to fight them 3 times. And I didn't even realize you had to fight them 3 times. I didn't even well, you don't have to. I didn't even realize I had to fight them 3 times. I thought I only fought them twice. But during the editing process, I was like, oh, I fought these guys 3 times. Maybe I was just trying to block it out a little bit. But they kill the sage, and I haven't seen a phoenix down yet. And my dumbass was thinking I could use the tent anywhere in here. I completely forgot that you have to find like a little certain area. All the hours I've put into Final Fantasy, you'd think I would know that. Not this game though. This is actually the first time I've played it this far. I should have just gone back to the tent right here. Nope. Because in here it's treasure chest central, and I'm not going to be able to pass up any of those. They should just put a little text below each treasure chest, so that way I'll know what's in there and I'll know if I want to go get it or not. Half the time is not even worth it. I don't know why she always looks like she's gonna do something psychic by putting her hands to her head, because she's just using... Okay, and now I remember why I had to use the ether, because there was this fucking alligator. At least it wasn't a crocodile, I would have been in some real trouble. Alright, let's get lit. Rednecks in Louisiana kill these things all the time, and it takes me this long. I guess I'm no better than a redneck. And that hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh well, at least I don't talk like a retard. I'm gonna kill them gator, man. So anyways, I had to go back to the tent and wrap this up because I was getting frustrated with it. Right here, I don't know where the jelly came from and why there's jelly in the caves, or who would be making the jelly. Maybe the zombies needed something with their toast. Which leaves the question, what kind of jelly is it? She don't use jelly. Anyway, if you like my shit, please subscribe, hit the share button, leave comments, thumbs up. Did I say subscribe already? Because please do that. Little icon, bottom right corner. Tell all your friends about this channel. And, I gave a premature wrap-up, so I don't know what to say now. I don't know. My mind went blank. What is swoon? I don't know what that... Yeah, my mind went blank. I just... Okay, if there's one thing I would like to say,